Hey guys, Yasil here, back with another video. Today we're going to be looking at a simple LED work light that I've built. I'm going to be taking you through how I built it and some of the components that I've used. So this LED work light that I've built was actually done out of a bit of frustration because I often work on these electronic projects late at night, and there's often not enough lighting in the room. So just a quick demo. There's not a lot you can see right now at the moment because it's quite bright in the room at the moment. But at night this light is quite effective, especially when soldering small components together. So I'm going to quickly take you through the design I used and some of the components that I used to build this work light. So as you can see, this is using a cell phone tripod. It's one of these cheap tripods that I picked up off AliExpress. If I'm not mistaken, it was about $2. This was convenient because I'm able to move the LED around quite easily. I move the light around based on whatever I'm working on, and it works quite well. That's the main. One of the only things that I've purchased specifically. Everything else I had lying around. Here, looking at these battery packs, these are actually using some rechargeable AA batteries. I'm using a pack of 4 of them, so they each output 1.2 volts. So in total, there's about 4.8 volts that this battery pack is outputting. I'm using a simple toggle switch as my main switch to turn on and off the light, and a very simple design layout that I used. I used 5mm LEDs, and I've arranged them in parallel because I designed this to be used off 5 volts. So I put the LEDs in parallel, and I used a 100 ohm resistor on each of them. The input of this LED light is actually given through a USB slot. So ideally this should have been a micro USB because it would be more convenient to use a normal cell phone charger, but at the time I only had a female USB type A socket, so I used it, and I took an old micro a mini USB cable. I snipped the ends off, connected this directly to the battery pack, and I can use this here as my power source. But the reason why I did this is because when these batteries are dead, I can easily replace this using I can power this off my laptop or a power bank or cell phone charger, given that the only frustrating thing is that you need a type A male-to-male cable, but I had some of those lying around, so it wasn't an issue. So to quickly go through the design I used, it's a very simple design. I used 4 battery cells in parallel, 4 battery cells in series, and I've connected a 100 ohm resistor in series with each LED. And I've done that 5 times. And so on. So it's, like I said, it's a really simple design. Oh, sorry, I have a switch here. And that's my toggle switch to turn the lights on and off. But yeah, like I said, this was a very simple design. I use this thing very often. It's super useful when soldering joints at night. The thing that I noticed that's worth noting is these LEDs. So they are these ultra bright white LEDs, and they are very directional. So in the sense that it's more of a spotlight rather than a diffuse light that you'd expect from like a cob light. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I'll leave the AliExpress listings in the description below. Thanks for watching. Forgive me for any mistakes. Thanks.